Hi, I'm Marius from MS Photography, and today we are going to look at a few of the camera straps from Black Rapid. Now, using these camera straps will make your photography a lot faster, and it will also make carrying your camera feel a lot more natural, and I'll show you why. Now, the first strap, this is called the RS4 Classic. So if you take it out of your packaging, it's going to look like this. Now, when I open the strap up like this, you're going to see it's got a very nice and strong shoulder pad. So this now will obviously go over your shoulder like this. And then it's got a little zipper here. So if you open the zipper, you can put some memory cards or cash or anything in this. So it's a very handy little pocket. Then you'll notice on your strap itself, it's got this little mount here that you can adjust the length of the strap. And I'll show you how that works. It's very easy. And now you can see here you've got a connector. This connector is where your camera is going to connect to your strap. This basically goes into your tripod mount below the camera. And you've got a little fastener. Now this thing has got a little thingamajig here that you just open up, and then you can open up this little fastener, and this allows you to take out your connector. So I'm just going to put the connector back in. I'm going to lock it in place, and then again I'm going to close this little thingamajig thingy, just to make sure you can't open up your fastener again, so that you know your camera can't fall out of your strap. Then it's got two bumpers here, a front and a rear bumper, and they are very important. Now, to put on this strap, I'm just going to take it over my shoulder like this, and then you're going to notice that this strap is way too short for me. I want my camera to be in a more natural position. I want my camera to be here to my side. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to open this rear bumper, just going to drop it down like that, and then obviously this thing will fall down by itself. I'm just going to leave it there for a second. Now to extend the strap, I'm going to take my thumb, I'm just going to press down on the strap. I'm going to take my other thumb, I'm just going to press, oh sorry, not on this one, this is the rear bump or the front bumper. I'm just going to press down on this adjustment fitting they've got right here. And then while I'm pressing down here and I'm doing this, you'll notice that my strap will become longer. So this is a very straightforward process, and you can just do it until you are happy with the length of your strap. So now my camera is maybe even adjust a little bit more. There we go. Now it's at a position that I feel it's more comfortable. Now we get to the bumpers. Now if I take my camera, on my camera I've got a tripod mount and on my lens as well. So if you're using a large lens like this, it's better to use the tripod mount. So I'm just going to take my connector, I'm just going to put it in here on the tripod mount. Now you don't have to take the connector off. As you can see, I'm holding it like this. If I'm putting it in there, this fitting is spinning around. So you don't have to take the connector off. You can just put it on while it's connected to the strap. Right, so now my camera is locked in place and I can drop the camera. Now, why I said these rear bumpers, or actually both bumpers, are important is that if I'm walking around and this bump, I'm just going to open it up. So this thing is just around here. I'm just actually going to lock it behind my back. If I'm walking around, this thing is going to swivel all over the place, and I can either harm myself with this thing knocking someplace I don't want to, or if someone's here, maybe I'm walking in a restaurant and there's someone sitting here, if I'm walking around and this thing is just going all over the place or going behind me, I'm going to hit someone. So the best to do is to take your bumper and just let it go down to where the camera is lying by itself there. Just lock it in place. So now the camera can't go past that bumper. And another nice thing is that if I want to take a picture now, I can just lift up my camera, shoot, and go down again. I see another picture, lift up my camera, shoot, and go down again. And every time it's going to stop at that rear bumper. So now instead of having the camera around your neck and your hands are going to be here, you now have to go, oh, there's a cool picture. Take the camera, go, shoot. It's like, whoa, cool picture. Whoops, almost ripped my pocket off. Just go up, take the shot, let go again. Go up, take the shot, go down again. Very quick. Now, another nice thing about the bumper is that if for some reason, maybe the clothes you're wearing, while you're picking up the camera like this, it's possible for your strap to actually go down a little bit. So the strap is now there and not there where you want it. So when that happens, you'll see your bumper is now lying here. So when I take my shot and I'm done, and I go down again, if I take the camera down to the position I want it to be, it's going to actually take my strap back up to the top again. So it's actually very handy. Now when you're walking around, you take your front bumper like this, you just take it down to the bottom, and you can lock your camera in place there. Now you know the camera can't go forward or backwards. You can now walk and you know your camera is going to be safe. Now another thing is, if you're walking in a very, maybe a tight room, or you're going up some stairs and you don't have a lot of space to walk around, you don't want to bump your camera against a wall or against a railing or something. It's something you need to think about when you're working with your camera like this. So then you can take your rear bumper and you can actually take it back a little bit, and you take your camera back, and you take your front bumper and you lock the camera in place at your back. Now you can walk and you know your camera is going to be behind you and not in front of you or to your side and knocking something. So those bumpers are really very useful, and it's a very good safety precaution. Now, after using these straps out on the field, they really help a lot. I find working is much faster with them. My camera is always in a natural position. I've always got my hands to my sides. Stupid nitpicky things that bothered me is just, for instance, this mounting. If I want to put my camera on a tripod, I need to take this mounting off. It takes a few seconds, it's a hassle, but what I've gained by using the strap, I don't mind connecting this little connector to the camera every time if I'm going to use a tripod. Other than that, the strap is excellent, it's quick, it's easy to use, and the build quality is really, really good. If you go to a store and you check this out, you can feel for yourself, it's really made very sturdy. And it's a purchase, if you buy it once, you don't have to buy it again, because there are a lot of cheaper alternatives online or camera stores that you can look at. It's just not going to be worth it, because you're just going to replace it anyway. So I already added the RS4 to my collection and the RS1. I'm going to show you the RS1 in a few minutes. Now this strap is very nice for men and women, but Black Rapid has also made a strap for women only. So let's have a look at that strap quickly. The straps specifically made for women come in this very nice little carry bag, and it's called the RSW1B, the W standing for woman. So if I open up the bag, you're going to get your strap on the inside that looks like this. Now you'll notice that when I put it on, it's got a much smaller shoulder pad basically, but it's, as with the previous one, it's very, very strong. Now you'll also notice that they've put this curve right here, and this is now obviously to fit the female form. Now when I do the exact same step as previously and I open up the bumpers, I can now just connect my camera to the connector, drop it down, and then I just connect that, and there I go. The strap is connected and working perfectly. Right, so now that we've looked at the single straps, we are going to now look at the double straps, so that you can have two cameras hanging at the same time. Now for the double straps, I've got here the RSDR1, which is more for a larger build, and I've got the RSDR2, which is more for women, or if someone prefers to have a smaller strap, and then that one will be perfect. Now you'll notice the double strap looks pretty cool. It's a lot like a vest that you can now put on. Now, before I put it on, I'm just going to show you where you adjust the length of your straps to put your camera on. You'll see here at the back, it's got this little clip right here. Now, if I just take this section, I just pull on it, it's going to be longer. So it's very easy. I'm just going to pull it all the way to there because I am pretty tall. And then on this one as well, I'm just going to pull it all the way to the end. Like that. Right, now you can see my straps are longer in the bottom, And you can see I now have two of these connectors for the two cameras. I've got my bumpers. Now to put it on, I can either unclip this one in the middle and I can just put it on and just clip it back on. Or much quicker, you just take the entire thing over your head like this and you just drop it on. There you go, you're done. Right, so now the strap is connected and you can see my straps are longer. Now to put the camera on, just going to take these two at the back bumpers. I'm just going to open them up and drop them. Let both of the fasteners, the connectors, just drop down. I'm going to take my camera. I'm just going to attach it right there. And then I can let go. I'm going to take second camera, adjust it to the lens, or connect it to the lens. And there you go, you've got two cameras. Now the nice thing is, if you have ever tried to put two camera straps around your neck and try to work with two camera bodies, you'll soon find out it's very easy to choke yourself when those camera straps get tangled and it starts to come against your throat here. So the nice thing about this is I can now take my camera, I can shoot, I can let go, I can take the second camera, I can shoot, and I can let go. It's as simple as that, and you've got a two camera setup like this. Now again, these bumpers are important. I've now got this bumper at the back, which will stop the camera from running around, going back. So I'm just going to lock that in place. And I've got this back bumper here as well. Just going to lock that in place. Now my cameras can't go behind me. Now if you're walking around and you don't want your cameras to swing, if it can go forward like this, it can knock the two cameras like this. You can just take your front bumpers and you just drop it down like that, and then it locks the camera in place. And you can see when I'm walking, it does not allow the cameras to bang against each other. Another thing that also happens when you're using two straps, usually your two camera bodies will come to the front, and while you're walking, it will knock each other, so you'll have to actually keep the cameras apart. So this way, your cameras are apart and they're locked in place, and if you want to use them, you just unlock them, just bring up the front bumpers, use the camera, take your picture, let go, take the second camera, take your picture, let go, and it's as simple as that. I'm first going to take off the camera, and I want to show you a very cool feature with the double strap. At the back, you've got this, at the back of your shoulder, you've got, or your back, you've got this strap right here. It allows you to adjust how far you want the two sections to be here on your back. Or if you want, you can just remove it completely, and you remove this here as well, and then you've got a single strap. So now you can just put your camera on, and there you go. So this strap has got a dual purpose. You can use it for a single camera or for two cameras. Now the DR2, the other double strap, looks like this. You'll see it's got the same look, but now the straps are just a lot thinner. So if you compare these two, they're a lot smaller than the RS1. So the RS2, like I said, is more for the female build, or for someone who just prefers having smaller straps. And other than that, it's basically the exact same thing, no real difference, same connectors and clips and everything. So that's that for looking at these straps from Black Rapid, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And please, if you like these videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then I hope to see you in the next video when we look at another product. So see you then.